Hello, all. Welcome to another I Love Ruby video. So last time we saw something about arrays, like about arrays and array operations. So this time we'll look something more about arrays. So and yeah, maybe go up to set operations or something, or at least array dig or something like that. I don't know how long I'll feel like making video. So, but yeah, let's see, right? So, okay, so let's look about more on arrays. So, uh, okay. So, like, yeah. So, in this whole, in these examples also, I'm just using this to say IRB. So, very good. So, so yeah, like what we can just do is like we can put an array like this one as a empty open and close braces. But there is also a way to create like this one. So that's what I've just told. But yeah, anyway, you would have seen this before. But yeah, anyway, let's what to say. Do it once again. It's good. Sometimes repetition is good, right? Another thing is like yeah, you can initialize array like this itself. So you would have seen in one of the examples. So you'll have like something okay 1 2 3 and time dot now doesn't go in as time dot now. Okay, the time dot now gets converted into a proper time object, and that instance of the time only goes inside. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And that's how it is. And okay, so you can also do something like this one, right? Array dot new, and that will get passed to it. Uh-huh. Why? I'm not sure, right? Why it requires only 2 arguments? Okay, then this thing got outdated. Okay, right. I think this one got outdated. Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. So we can give something like this one. Okay, right. So we need to give it like, okay, array dot new, and in this we can put it like an array, right? So that's the thing. This I need to update in my book. Okay, so we are getting it like this, or we can give something like, okay, like let's say like we are having what to say, like total items sold in a shop or something like that, and the default should be 0. So we can have like array of 6 elements and the default should be 0. So that's how. So we can do something like this. Okay, so this has changed in Ruby, so I need to change this one, right? Okay, yeah, it's good, right? So now if I just put array dot length, okay, or array dot size or array dot count, okay, so if I just put like, okay, like look, array dot length, it just says, it still says count. Okay, so it's the count of the thing. Okay, so that's the thing. Yeah, if you have this Ruby 3.1, yes, you will get nice autocomplete features in IRB itself, right? And okay, so let's have an array like this one, right? Okay, right. And I just do this array dot push phi, right? So this will add an element at the last of array. So that's the thing, right? And okay, similarly, I can do something like array dot pop. This will in fact like take out the last element, and I can give something like this one. Okay, like okay, right? Okay, now the array will be without phi. Okay, so that's the thing. So let me do another thing. Array dot push phi, and if I put b is equal to, okay, array dot pop, actually b will have that element phi. Okay, so that's how it is, right? And now what I'm just doing is like pushing a large value into array, like array dot push to part 10, right? Okay. In professional programming, it's better to put something like this one, right? That's the thing, right? And and let me take array of second element of array, right? Okay, so that's the thing, right? Okay. And okay, so now if I want to pop two elements out of the array, so let me pop two elements out of array, right? The last two elements, okay, so 1024 will get popped out, right? That's how it is, right? And it will pop out as array, not as a single value, right? Over here, the b is a single value, right? So that's the thing. So if I just put, okay, there's a thing called this underscore. If I put underscore means the last statement, okay, dot class, okay. So this is an array, okay. So that's the thing. But if I put b dot class, okay, it will say like integer. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So yeah, so that's how it is. And now I am just trying to push a lot of stuff into array, right? So this statement, I'm just pushing a lot of stuff into array. Just, yeah. Okay, now I can pop three stuffs from that array, right? Okay, so right, so array, if I just put, yeah, the size has been reduced, yeah. Yeah, of course, you know that I can put a new element like this one, right? Okay, so that's the thing. Anyway, let me put this array for reference. Okay, now let us look into this thing called array dig. Okay, so I have an array, right? That contains array says elements. Like just imagine like you're putting racks inside racks. Okay, so it might not be possible in real world, okay, but it's possible in computers. Okay, so that's the thing. So array 1, 5 are the first and second elements. Okay, if I look at the third element, array of 2, that's the third element, right? Or index 2, that itself is an array, right? And that contains 0, 1, 2, 3. And index 3 contains another array. Okay, so that's how it is. So what I'm just doing is, okay, like I'm just doing something like, okay, array dig. Okay, so let me go in steps. Okay, so array dig 2, right? So this will take this stuff out. Okay, so that's the thing. Now what I can just do is like rather than putting all this brackets and all those stuff. Okay, now if I put 3, okay, 3, right? Now I just get this treasure. Now if I just put 0, I get this. Okay, so okay, what if I just put like array dig 2, 3, 5? Okay, I get nil. But what if I put something like this one? Okay, array of 2, array. Okay, right? Okay, not dig. Okay, so let me put control L. So this is array for your reference. If I put array of 2, right, I get it. If I get 3, okay, I get something, okay. And the last time we put like 2, 3, 5, right? And okay, but if I just put like 2, 3, 0, I do get pressure out, okay. But the thing is, what to say, like if I just put 2, 3, 5, okay, it still gives nil. Okay, that's good. Okay, this is an improvement in Ruby. So I think otherwise it would have thrown out in previous versions. It would have thrown out some kind of exception or something like that, and so things would have gone worse. So we use dig. Okay, looks like now even accessing elements of an array using this braces produces a nil. That is good stuff. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So before and all, it used to throw something like out of bounds exception and all those things. I think even still in Java you get those exceptions, but I'm not sure, right? Okay, so that's the thing. So now let's look at some set kind of operations. Okay, so you have a volleyball team in school or college or whatever it is, right? Or a country or something like that, right? So these are the people in that. And some people are in cricket team too, right? So these are the people in cricket team, right? And and who are all the people who are both in volleyball and cricket team? So what I can just do is like put volleyball and cricket. Okay, so yes, so that's how it is. So these are the Karthik and Buddha are both in volleyball and cricket team, right? So that's how it is, right? And who's okay? What is the OR operation like? All the people who are in volleyball and all the people who are in, right? So this is the thing, right? So, and of course, if I just put count of this one, right? If I just put count of this one, it's going to be far higher than volleyball count, right? Yeah, right, right. So, okay, now this OR doesn't, what to say, if you see it is kind of a set operation, right? Okay, so Karthik isn't repeated twice in volleyball or cricket, and Buddha isn't repeated twice, okay, because this is kind of a set operation. But what if you want like addition of sets rather than just OR? Okay, so over here, if you see Karthik has been repeated twice, over here, right? And Buddha is repeated twice, okay, over here and over here, right? So that is the difference between plus. Okay, that's why I said set operation. Set operations, if you or a set, elements won't be repeated twice. Okay, so and who are all in the volleyball team who are not in the cricket team, right? So okay, so this is the thing. And if I want to get okay unique elements, okay, so I'm just putting like okay like say like sports person, right? That I'm just assigning it to volleyball and cricket team. So let's say a school has only volleyball and cricket team, and what to say, like I'm just capturing people in a variable called sports person, right? And if I just okay, sports person dot okay, person sports person dot count will be 9. But if I put sports person dot unique, UNIQ, not unique. Okay, so okay, so that's the thing. And oh no, unique. So this one removes a duplicate. So if you see, there won't be two Kartiks or two Buddhas. But if you see over here, there'll be two Kartiks and two Buddhas over here, like in sports person. So this unique is there, but I don't think unique is what to say mentioned in my book. I think I need to mention if I'm not. Okay, so that's the thing, right? So this is part two of arrays, and okay, yeah. Let me just finish the arrays. Like I need to put about unique in the book, and I need to do this one, like where this one is totally wrong. Like in Ruby 3, like I can't put an array something like. Okay, yeah, never mind. Leave it. I don't want to confuse you people watching this video. Okay, so okay, next is empty array. If you think empty array is there is a thing called truthy and falsy in programming. That is like okay, if something is true, like put as something okay, if true, this will execute only true is on the right side. Okay, if I make it like this one is false, okay, so it won't. Like it will print nothing. Look over here, it's been printing something, and of course, don't worry about the nil. Over here, it has printed nothing. Okay, so that's the thing. Of course, don't worry about the nil. Okay, so that's the thing. And even I can just put something like okay, like nil. Okay, so this is falsy. So false, nil are all falsy. But if I do it with an empty array, right? Thinking that okay, it is a falsy thing. Okay, so according to what to say. This falsies sorry I was distracted by my phone, right? So like according to Ruby, an empty array is still true. So something is there even though the array is empty. Okay, so so it still prints a. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And I can print something like, okay, like if books are present, okay, it still prints books are present. If the shelf has this treasure island or Isle of Ruby, or this array has these things, okay. And if there are no books present, okay, so it still prints books present. So that is really, really misleading, right? And okay, that's why in nil it doesn't do is like if I just put like nil dot class, okay, it gives nil class. Okay, if I just put nil dot to binary or something like that, to binary. Okay, no, like how to convert it to bool? Okay, to bool to okay. Anyway, there is no to enum. I'm not sure. No, 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 no. Yeah, I'm just confusing you people, right? So leave it. Okay, if I just put nil dot class, it becomes nil. But if I put empty array dot class, it is still an array, right? So I should stop experimenting while explaining YouTube videos. Okay, so if I just put empty array dot class, it's array. So array class is not nil. Okay, so that's the thing, right? But what if I put something like this one, right? So right, empty array dot empty. So it says true, right? So I can just put something like okay, like okay, right? Put s. If I put like this, right? It will print because this one is empty, which is true, so it will print. Okay, or if I can just put it something like unless. Okay, so if I put unless, this empty will be true t, and unless won't execute if it's true t, so this put s won't print. Okay, so that's how it is. Or if I want to use if to check for emptiness, I can put something like this one, right? Because array dot first is nil. Or today in these days we can also do something like this of 0, because before and all, like I think it'll throw an index out of bounds or some kind of error. Like that's the thing, right? So that's the thing. So, but this won't work all the time, right? The reason why I say is like okay, like if I just put something like this, right, and if I put a dot first, it'll still be nil. Okay, so like so this one what to say, like but if I put like a dot empty, it'll be false, right? So that's how it is. So okay, this technique is not a good one, putting like 0 or putting the first or something like that. That's the thing. Or I can just use the size. Okay, size. Okay, size. Print something if size is okay. Print put as okay, empty if a dot size double equal to 0, right? Okay, it won't print. Okay, so if I just put something like this, and if I just do this one, it'll print because a has nothing, and so if a size is 0, it needs to put as empty, and it just puts empty. So that's how it is, right? Okay, so when you have nil values, how to remove those things? Okay, so you saw this situation, like I just tried it at first, and it almost looked like the array is nil or something like that, and all that stuff. Okay, so how to remove nil values in Addix? So I just have something like this one, right? We put Control L, and I might be going fast because, like, look, I've been doing Ruby for years, possibly decades. Okay, so a decade and a half, right? Okay, so I might be going fast, but if you feel I'm going fast, please rewind the video and see it. So that's how I just learn other technologies. Okay, so that's the thing. And what if I do a dot compact? Okay, so that's the thing, right? So if I put a dot compact, okay, so right? It just gives 1 to 3. But whether it has modified A, no, it hasn't modified A. If you need to modify this one, put a bang after it. Okay, so methods that are associated with arrays, what to say, like uh, and have a bang after it means that they will modify that array, right? So that's the thing. So now it's 1 to 3. Now if I put A, it's compacted and even A is being modified. So that's the thing, right? So that's the thing. And yeah, I just want to do this thing like transforming arrays, keep if and delete if. Okay, so let us see how to transform arrays. Okay, so I just have this array, right? This is a simple transformation. Like there are other things like map and reduce that I need to put it after functions. Okay, so that's the thing, right? And yeah, I will do it. So array is there. Okay, you just have an array of 1 to 3, and how to what to say, make it like 1 square, 2 square, 3 square. That is square each and every element of array. So I just put a statement like this. Okay, let me explain, right? So what happens is this collect, each and every element gets collected in this one. So, and what happens is it builds a array with element star element. Okay, so first is 1. So the element star element gets put into a new array. So it becomes 1, right? And next the element becomes 2. Okay, so an element star element gets put inside. So it becomes 4. And similarly for 3, element becomes 3 and this becomes 9, right? So that's how it happens. If you ask whether it has modified this A, I would say no. So whether can we check whether there is a thing called collect. Okay. So sorry. Uh, whether sorry, I'm just whether this one is array, not A. Okay, so it hasn't modified. Okay, so whether is there a thing called collect bang that will modify the array? I'm not sure, right? And let us put array. Look, it has modified the array. So I think most of the arrays function which have a bang after it. Most of the array functions uh, can be used just like that. They won't modify the array, but you can put a bang after that, and they will modify the array. So most of the functions are like that. In that is like array operations are like that in Ruby, right? Okay, so next one, I'm just what to say. Let me just clear the screen. Okay, we just have a array like this. So I just want only the even numbers. Okay, so what I'm just doing is array dot keep if. Okay, so like I'm just what to say, like taking each and every element in of array over here. If the element mod 2 is 0, that is if it's even, right? Then I'm just keeping it. Okay, so that has been done by this keep it. Okay, so that's the thing. So that's it. So only the even numbers just come out. Okay, so let us see whether the array is being modified, right? Yeah, it is being modified. So even without a bang, keep if is modifying array. I would say like, okay, look, this thing is kind of non-intuitive. Like, I would think like, okay, the keep if without a bang won't modify the array, right? So that's what I would think. Okay, so but yeah, but the name itself says okay, keep if okay, but yeah, that's how yes, yeah. Look, this is my opinion, right? So the designers of Ruby and the community needs to take choice. Okay, so that's the thing. So and similarly, like I would say like delete if. Okay, delete if is you remove the elements that are divisible by 2, right? So that's the thing. Okay, so that's the thing, right? But of course, in Ruby or 3 and all those things, and okay, so I think we have a thing called even and all those things. So if I just put like 1 dot even, I think it'll give false, 2 dot even, it'll give true. Okay, so that's the thing. So what I can just do is like I have this super big array and rather than putting something like this, delete if I just put like element dot even, yeah, this will do the trick, I think. Okay, so yeah, so that also does the trick. Of course, there is also a thing called odd. Okay, so like So these things were introduced in Ruby later after I wrote my book. So there's a lot of things. I need to go through this video and I need to see where I need to modify my book and I need to do that. Okay. So yeah, it's becoming a very good exercise, but yeah, it's time consuming and all those stuff. So yeah, I somehow completed this array video without what to say, pausing and all those stuff. A lot of stamina or something. Okay, so yeah, so that's the thing. So yeah, I'm just happy I just kind of completed in two videos rather than making you people wait a long time. And I think I need to modify this one. So this 251. So now Ruby is 3.1. Okay, so I need to modify all this stuff. So yeah, let's see next video. Do subscribe and all those stuff if you are interested in learning Ruby. Yeah, this series is going to go for a few months, I think. So I'm not sure. So totally, how many topics I have? Like 20, 21, assuming just two videos for each and every topic. 27 into 2. Oh God, it's like 54 videos. I don't think so. Some videos I will, some things I will put it in just one video. So let's see. So that's the thing. So rather than reading a book, if you can learn fast from videos, yeah, I think this will be good for you, right? So anyway, thanks for watching. Let's see you in the next video.